We're going to talk a lot more about IAM Access Analyzer and how to use it in another section of this course. So in this lesson, I'll go lighter on the details, but I do need to spend a few minutes discussing how to use it specifically for Amazon S3 bucket access. So let's talk about that in this lesson. IAM Access Analyzer can give you visibility into who can access your S3 buckets, whether the access is coming from outside of your AWS account or from within your account and AWS organization. But as you can see here, it is not enabled by default. In order to enable it, we have to go over to the IAM dashboard. Then from there, you'll scroll down until you'll see Access Analyzer, and then you'll need to create an analyzer. On this page, we have three different finding types that we can configure for this analyzer. The first one is going to be resource analysis for external access. So this will analyze and scan your resources within your AWS account, and there is no additional cost for this finding type. The second is going to be resource analysis for internal access, where it will analyze and scan resources for access inside of your organization or AWS account. And this can end up costing a decent amount of money, depending on the number of resources and the number of IAM roles, users, etc. And then finally, we have principal analysis, which will look for unused access. We're not going to be talking about this one in this particular lesson. We'll focus on the first two. And let's start with the resource analysis for external access. Now you can change the name if you want to. I'm not going to do that. For our zone of trust, I'm going to just create this for our current account. It does require service access, so it talks about creating a service linked role for granting all the correct permissions. And then of course, we'd want to add some tags, but let's go ahead and click on Create Analyzer. Now that we have successfully created it, we need to give it about a minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and refresh our findings table, and we should see some findings in this. So I'll be right back. Now this part here is not on your exam, but our sponsor Sunray Security provides a cloud permissions firewall that helps make managing security across your organization significantly easier. It will help you with restricting unused privilege permissions, quarantining zombie identities, which are unused human and machine principals, disable unused services, block third-party identities with unused access, disable unused regions completely, and enable permissions on demand with just-in-time access. And you can enable all of this functionality with just a single click, saving you months of work and preventing you from making mistakes that take down production. Get started today with the Cloud Permissions Firewall by going to cyber.com/sunry or clicking the link below the video. Okay, so a couple of minutes went by and we now have our results. You'll need to refresh the page if you don't see anything yet. You can also click on this toggle right here. And so we can see here that we have 5 different findings. We get a finding ID, we get the resource, the external principal that's related to this, whether there's any conditions related to it, how it's shared or shared through, in this case here of our S3 bucket, it's shared through a bucket policy. We can see the access level, whether it's read, write, both. We could also have tagging, for example. We have a column for resource control policies or RCPs, which would restrict if there was a restriction. I don't have any RCPs here, or it's not going to be applicable in some situations. And then we could also see the last updated and status. Now this is within IAM or the IAM dashboard. We can also go back to that S3 dashboard that we started at, and we can refresh the page here for IAM Access Analyzer for S3. And we'll see 2 different tables. We have one with buckets with public access. At the moment, I don't have any, which is good. And then we have buckets with access from other AWS accounts, including third-party AWS accounts. And so in this case, we have that matching finding for our Cyber S3 security demo bucket. So it gives us similar types of information. We can even select it and then click on view finding, and it will take you back to that other page. If we've accepted this, if we are okay with it, we can always archive it to remove it from our findings just to reduce the level of noise. But otherwise, we'd want to investigate it and potentially also remediate. Now, if I go back to the prior page and I click on the finding ID, then we'll get a little bit more information. It's about the same, but you do get access level. So instead of just saying read and write, you get to see the exact IAM action, in this case S3 get object, and then S3 put object. Now this works because once you've enabled it, Access Analyzer will continuously evaluate your S3 resource policies, and this will include your bucket policies, your access point policies, bucket ACLs. It'll even include something called multi-region access points, or MRAP configurations, as well as your account level S3 block public access settings. If I go back to the S3 page that we had pulled up, we can get more information about that up here, including when it will generate the findings. So if we're talking about the bucket policy, access point policy, etc., then it will find it within 30 minutes. But if we're talking about account level block public access or that multi-region access point configuration, that can take up to 6 hours in order to discover and show you those findings. So just keep that in mind. Back in IAM Access Analyzer, we had talked about the fact that there are 2 different ones that we could create. So I've created this first one here, but we can create a separate one for our resource analysis of internal access. I'll leave the defaults for everything here, but then I'll scroll down to resource to analyze and I'll click on add resource. I can either upload a CSV of the resources, I can paste in manually the resource ARNs if I want to be very selective, or I can add resources from the selected accounts. And then I can either scan for all supported resource types in this account, or I can define specific resource types and I can search for S3 bucket. So we would select S3 bucket, and then we would click on add resources. Now, of course, you're only charged for the resources you configure for analysis. So that's why you might want to refine it, that and also just to not get flooded with all sorts of alerts. But let's go ahead and click on add resources. And then we'll scroll down. It looks very similar, just gives you a warning that this is paid, and we'll create the analyzer. Now, again, this will take another couple of minutes, potentially more, depending on how many resources you have. And so I will pause here and be right back. Okay, so about 2 to 3 minutes later, as you can see here, we have a lot more findings, which kind of makes sense because you usually have a lot more internal access than external, unless you have a special use case. But here we can see basically the same type of information. We have our finding ID, we have the resource, which as you can see here, is going to be the 2 different S3 buckets that we've been dealing with throughout this section of the course. We have the relevant principal, which in this case is going to be a lot of the same IAM role. We're going to have conditions, shared through, etc., etc. But basically it's going to look very similar than what we had with the other analyzer. The last thing I'll mention is if we head over to resource analysis, which at the time of recording is relatively new, then we can see a breakdown of all of the different affected resources within this account that was found by our analyzers. We can see the number of active findings by hovering over it and broken down by external versus internal. We can see the type of resource, the owner account, and the actual resource itself. So it's a nice way to get a higher level overview. So on your exam, if you have a scenario that's talking about evaluating who or what can access your S3 buckets and their objects, then the answer is probably related to IAM Access Analyzer, and we've now seen multiple different ways of evaluating both internal as well as external access. But that's going to be it for this lesson. Let's go ahead and complete it, and let's move on to the next.